Hey guys, let's hop right into this update. It's kind of a big one, so bear with me. I'm going to start with the Blu-rays first. Let's go. Don't Go Into the House. Haven't had a chance to check out the Blu-ray. This is by Scorpion. They just actually added a new site up for Code Red and Scorpion films, like RoninFlix.com. So yeah, shipping was pretty quick. I hadn't seen this since DVD, but I guess it has new footage that was never seen before, which is kind of cool. This came bonus. I ordered from them enough, and this is getting re-released by Vinegar Syndrome. I love this movie. Don't Answer the Phone with Nicholas Worth, one of my all-time favorites. I remember the DVD print of that looking pretty good. I have that Blu-ray as well. The Dead Are Alive. This is an Italian film. Have not had a chance to watch it. Alex Cord's in it from what's that one? Chosen Survivors and The Uninvited with George Kennedy. We have Slaughterhouse Rock. Wanted to see this one for years. Never had a chance to see it. Now it's on Blu-ray. The Headless Eyes. This is an old, wasn't it a Wizard movie? Which, yeah, the cover art was amazing. Everybody remembers it. Better than this cover art, but, you know, what are you going to do? The Hills Have Eyes 3, a.k.a. Mind Ripper. You know, this is one I never actually got to see, but it had Lance Hendrickson in there, and, you know, I'd seen it for years and years floating around. I had a VHS of it. The Obsessed one. Not checked this one out at all. Another Code Red release. Bought this from a guy online. The Electric Chair. Not had a chance to watch this one. Actually, this is a list as first Code Red's first Blu-ray. It just came out, so that's kind of bizarre. Savage Attraction. I buy these pretty much in bundles. Sometimes I don't know what the movies are. Sometimes I do. Schoolgirls In Chains. Yeah, this one looks interesting. Exploitation. Had that old Shriek Show DVD. Happy Hell Night. You know, I saw the old Anchor Bay DVD. I never particularly cared for this movie back then. But, yeah, I'm going to check it out, see if it's alright. It's been so long. Hide and Go Shriek. I wanted to see this one for years. It's a slasher movie. The Jigsaw Murders. Again, we're still in Code Red territory. We got Yolfum Kodo in this movie, so you know it's at least halfway decent. Sasquatch and Encounter with the Unknown. Narrated by Rod Serling, which is cool. Who doesn't like Rod Serling from the Twilight Zone? But yep, getting Code Red. We have Stigma here. This one looks interesting. Group Marriage. Terminal Island. Got my boy Tom Selleck in there doing stuff. I don't know what he's doing. Working Girls. Yeah, again, a bundle. I decided to check it out. I think Vinegar Syndrome actually picked some of them up too somehow. I don't know what's going on. I Drink Your Blood. Yeah, I haven't seen this one in a long time. The new Blu-ray. I like that cover art. That's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, but a bunch of crazy construction workers get rabies. Has Lynn Laurie in it. The Orphan Killer. I reviewed this one, yeah. Kind of a meat-spirited slasher movie with a metal soundtrack. Not typically my thing, but some people may dig that one. The Church. This is, how do you pronounce his name? Sylvia or Sylvia or whatever. Regardless, he was like Dario Argento's protege. He did like 4 horror movies he directed, and they're all awesome if you ask me. The Church. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. I actually think that one's the weakest of this bunch. The Sect, which is a sequel, that's aka Demons 3. This is aka Demons 4. This one's awesome. This has like a cult and Herbert Lom in it. I have not had a chance to see these in HD. I see the old DVDs and stuff. I actually had to import the Sect, or aka The Devil's Daughter, back in the day. Ascension. This is a Kareem Hussein movie on Blu-ray. This movie's awesome. It's one of those things that's just like, it's a small set, but it's high concept. It's really cool. People should check that out. Just ladies walking upstairs. But there's a lot more to it. Prozzie by Ulay Lamel. And you know, Ulay Lamel wasn't a total hack that people consider him nowadays. He made a movie called Tenderness of Wolves back in the day. It's really good. And, you know, maybe I just think that, I don't know what happened to him. I haven't watched any of his newer films, but I hear bad things. So maybe I shouldn't judge. Mad Dog Killer. Yeah, like Helmut Burger, so had to see that on Blu-ray. Razorback. I haven't seen this in years. This is an import. Australian movie. Giant boar. House on Sorority Row. Didn't want to spend big bucks for the Scorpion release. It's out of print, so I got the Australian import. Road Games. I've not seen this one. Jamie Lee Curtis, Stacy Keach. I like Stacy Keach. Jamie Lee Curtis classic, obviously. Phantasm Ravager. Not had a chance to watch this one. I don't even think I've seen part 4, but Phantasm Remastered. Rewatch this one. Looks pretty good, man, for a low-budget movie made in that time. And yeah, it's just bizarre. I'm going to be honest. I like the movie. It's a classic. It is hokey. No, but it is a hokey movie. Chud 2, Bud the Chud. Check this out with all the stuff on there. It's actually a great release. I think this movie, I'm going to slightly badmouth Phantasm, and I'm going to defend Chud 2. That's not going to come across well, but I'm doing it. I like Chud 2. I think it's stupid. I think that its biggest crime is it's not a sequel to Chud. But besides that, it's a fun, silly movie, and it's more so a kid's movie than anything. But then we have Return of the Living Dead Part 3. The first 3 Return of the Living Deads, I love. I think they're great. And this one's awesome. It takes a different direction. Brian Yunza directed it, so you get that gooey, splattery, nasty gore. And it's really good, and good performances. Good release, too. Henry. This is the 30th anniversary. I love this movie. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. It looks pretty good. And is it a 4K scan? Is it a 4K scan? It's a high, yeah, new 4K scan. I love Henry. I think it's a masterpiece. It's just a twisted movie. But it makes you intrigued in these horrible people's lives, and I really feel bad for Tracy Arnold's character. Tom Tolles is amazing in that movie, by the way, as well. R.I.P. Body Snatchers by Abel Ferreira. This is one of the only Body Snatchers I haven't seen, and it's one of the only Abel Ferreira movies I hadn't checked out. I watched it. It's actually pretty cool. I actually liked it. It had a good cast in there too. Lee Ermey and one of the Tilly sisters, and Terry Kinney from Oz, and Forrest Whitaker, of course. That's just crazy to think that cast. Bloodshock, yeah, I checked this out and reviewed it. This is Marcus Cook's new movie. Yeah, this is the new American Guinea Pig, Bloodshock. That's pretty cool stuff, man, actually. Good performances from the leads, Dan Ellis in particular. We have Blowout by Brian De Palma. Never seen it. I know, people always go nuts when you have it. You can't watch everything, and I grew up watching crummy horror movies from the video store. I didn't go better myself with film knowledge when I was young. I watched a lot of horror movies. That's what I did. I have seen a lot of movies, period. But that's what my main focus was young. So I'm catching up on a lot of the art great films that everyone loves. Although I have seen my fair share, but I missed some. Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, Russ Meyer. Again, not seen it. Didn't Roger Ebert co-write that? And then Valley of the Dolls. These are both Criterions. Excited to check those out. Then we have Lone Wolf and Cub. I got a deal on this. It was like $30. I had to take it. That's the whole series from Criterion. Chopping Block. I got this because I'm interested. Haley Madison's in it. I love Haley. She's a friend of mine. August Underground Trilogy. I was lucky to get this. This is number 30. Hope you guys can see that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but it's August Underground 1, 2, and 3 on a Blu-ray. Of course, nobody wants to see those in high def because they're shot on video. But then it does the August Underground saga. They're all cut together with deleted scenes. That's what I want to watch in one sitting. See if I can do it. Grueling test. Measure of Sin and Blind. This is by the same director. What's his guy's name? Jeff Wedding. Yeah, but I remember seeing A Measure of Sin and thought it was pretty damn interesting. I wanted to check out the Blu-ray. It probably be a really good looking film on Blu-ray, and it has another one on there. More Dead Girls featuring BBK. This is Ryan Nicholson movie. Had not a chance to watch that. I love Ryan Nicholson. Draining Purple Neon. This is a new Todd Sheets Blu-ray. Yeah, I think this is getting wider distro later, but yeah, Todd Sheets. Tons of hearts, tons of gore. That movie's actually pretty cool. There'll be a review coming up. Slime City and Slime City Massacre. This is by Gregory Lamberson. Yeah, these movies are pretty cool. I like the first one better. I like that look of it. Private Vices, Public Virtues by Mondo Macabro. This is like a weird kind of sex historical movie. I did a review for it. Pretty cool. Killing of America. I talked about this with Cage in my hangouts with Keith White Jr. And yeah, I love this movie. There's a documentary about violence in America, and it goes over a lot of the violent people in America, Edmund Kemper and stuff like that, the JFK assassination. I really liked it. I thought it was awesome. Oop, I'll have to take this out of its wrap. Sorry, guys. There'll be a cut here. Damn thing out. Synapse's new Steelbook, A Phenomenon. I love this movie. I've always dug this movie. Dario Argento, of course, Jennifer Connelly. Cult classic. I love it. I think it's cool. I bet it looks great on Blu-ray. I can only imagine. But yeah, let's take a look at that. Oop, don't want to dent the Steelbook. All Through the House. A lot of people said this was cool, so I grabbed it. Christmas horror. The Bankers of God, really cheap, raro. Just probably a more historical film, but it was a good price. Over Your Dead Body, Takeshi Miike. Not seen this. Scream Factory, dirt cheap used. Bubba Hotep, classic. Don Coscarelli. I like it. It's fun. It's silly. Bruce Campbell hams it up. I remember really enjoying that movie. I actually watched that movie with my dad, and we laughed quite a bit. talking about the growth on his pecker a lot. Pretty funny stuff. Dead Ringers by David Cronenberg. One I've actually never seen by Cronenberg. I love Cronenberg. That's probably one of the holes in his filmography I haven't seen. Black Christmas, another Christmas horror. Been a long time since I watched this. I actually really love Bob Clark's Death Dream. I think Bob Clark's underrated when it comes to that stuff, and I think Death Dream's a masterpiece. But here we go. The House That Screamed. Not seen this. This looks really cool, to be honest. Scream again. That's the stuff I want to see them re-release on Blu-ray. Not that I have a real call in it, because I pretty much buy what they do. And Black Christmas is a good release, too, in Bubba Hotep. Why Don't You Play in Hell? Heard this director's wild, man. So I grabbed this movie. Looks cool. This is Draft House. Draft House, I got a handful of Draft House here. We got Nothing Bad Can Happen. They had a sale. Pretty good prices. A Field in England. I didn't like this when I watched the UK Blu-ray, so I wanted to give it another chance. Everyone loves it. And I love the Ben Wheatley's movie Sightseers. I think it was great, but everybody loves A Field in England, and I just didn't particularly care for it, so I'm going to give it another spin. The Visitor, yeah, heard this is bonkers. It has like a lot of big people in it. It's just supposed to be weird story in that movie too. Wake and Fright, wanted to get the American Blu-ray of it, down in Pleasance or Pleasance. Not had a chance to watch that. We have Trailer War. This is dirt cheap. I figured, why not Trailer War? Sometimes put that stuff in the background for noise. That's how I watch those. Count Yorga Vampire. Not seen this, and I wanted to check out the Blu-ray. The Other, again, one I haven't seen. Spooky Kid. These are Twilight Time. Oliver, I got this. I know it's a musical and stuff, and it doesn't look like something typically would be lumped in with all these movies. But I got Oliver because I love Oliver Reed, and I'm anything for Oliver Reed. The Killer Elite. This also comes with a bonus feature on here, I believe. Noon Wine. Yeah, this is 2 Sam Peckinpah movies, and Peckinpah's the man. That's all I can say about that. What else do we got? We got Baron Blood by Mario Bava. House of Exorcism, aka Lisa and the Devil. I think it's like the same movie, different cuts. Hatchet for the Honeymoon. Again, Bava. These are all Bavas. The Quartermass and the Experiment. Quartermass Experiment. Not seen this. It's a Hammer, non-horror. $5 for an August Moon. Another Bava. Heard that one's pretty cool. The New Barbarians. Ennio Casarelli. Yeah, I like these post-apocalyptic movies. Problem is, I never can remember which ones I've seen. Escape from the Bronx. I've seen a handful of these Italian post-apocalyptic movies. 1990, The Bronx Warriors, and I can never remember which is which. Here we go. Death Machines by Vinegar Syndrome. Jack Frost. Say what you want. This movie's really stupid, but when it came out, I watched it a lot. And it was really fun and just dumb, and it's enjoyable. I think that if it was made nowadays, people would be going bonkers over it. It seems more genuine than the movies that are made like that nowadays, though. I enjoy it. The Undertaker with Joe Spinell, again a Vinegar Syndrome, and All the Sins of Sodom, another Vinegar Syndrome. We got this big mother effer right here, the Scarlet Box from Arrow, Hellraiser 1, 2, and 3, and some shorts on there. I reviewed this. Amazing. I love it. Probably my favorite release of the year so far. Abel Ferrara's Driller Killer. Also reviewed this. Had not actually seen Driller Killer until I saw that. And, it is what it is. It's a piece of history, and I enjoy it for that. Creepshow 2. Got the nice little set. Have not had a chance to pop that open. I enjoy Creepshow 2. Like it a lot. Chud. I like Chud. Not as much Chud 2, but I like Chud. The Initiation. I haven't seen this since the DVD days, and I remember enjoying it. Pooh Gilliger's in it. Ooh, there's a broken bottom of the case. I got this used. Le Grande Buffet from Arrow. I'll live. Pray for Death. And the last here. Blind Woman's Curse. Massacre Gun. Retaliation. Got a bunch of them. And Rage of Honor. And some more Blu-rays, some more mainstream stuff here. Scrooged. Had to get it for the holidays. I love Scrooge, man. One of my favorites. I think I already have a nice deluxe edition of Braveheart, but this was really cheap and sealed. Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Dirt cheap. Beneath the Darkness. I'll buy stuff that I'm not really that enthused about if it's used cheap. Ernest goes to camp, Ernest goes to jail. Love Ernest movies, so. Yep. How do you say this? Sukiyaki Western Django. And Bad Lieutenant, I haven't seen this in the years. I always liked it. I love Abel Ferrara's movies like King of New York and, Miss 45. And I love Harvey Keitel. It's a great performance in this movie, if I remember correctly. Pretty twisted, man. I haven't seen it since I was young. I think that'll have a more dramatic effect on me now. Ex Machina, Really well shot, and I wanted to see it HD. I saw it in standard definition, and it was dirt cheap. It was $4. I'm not a huge fan of the movie, to be honest. The Wolverine. Heard this is actually pretty cool. Yoga Hosers. I didn't hate it. Reviewed it. It's fucking weird. It's silly. The Kingsman. Love this movie. Blast. Really, really fun. Sam Jack is a great performance in that as well. What else do we got? The Purge election year. Not seen The Purge. Any of them. So I figured why not? They're cheap. Purge Anarchy. And The Purge. I figured I'd go all three. I didn't want to watch the first Purge because 2 and 3 looked fun to me, and I was like, I guess I gotta get Purge 1 now. The Curse of Chucky. The Facility. These are too cheap. The House at the End of the Street, unrated. Also very cheap. And Dreamhouse. Those are all the Blu-rays. Let's see where we're at here. Hey, Mr. Parker here to do the DVDs and the the DVDs and the VHS. VHS, this is the Massacre video. This was kind of a special they had. Black Friday special. Woman's Flesh. It's not actually in the line with their big clams. Killing of America. Love that movie. Black Mold. Black Past. Olaf Hiddenbach. Cool movie. Zombie Holocaust, a lot of fun, sleazy Euro stuff. Dr. Butcher MD. Severance release of that is amazing, by the way. And the DVDs, a lot dirt cheap. Ballet of Blood, it was like $1. Swiss Army Man, I paid $1 for on DVD. Model Hunger. Bunny. Zombie Toxin, bootleg. Killer Rack, I reviewed this, pretty fun, good concept. Things 2. Yeah, this is actually, I have Things, and I have another movie called Things, and I guess the sequel to that. And then there's Dead Time Tales, not to be confused with Dead Time Stories, is Things 3, so I have all 3 of those anthologies. Space Truckers, the Stuart Gordon movie with Dennis Hopper, not seen it. Want to check that out. We have Cyclops, another bootleg Japanese movie. Matrimony, it was $1. Doctor Strange, the TV movie with Peter Hooton. Wasn't Peter Hooton in the original Inglourious Bastards? The Rover. Half Human. A lot of these are dirt cheap ones. The Falling. Pretty much that's what I'll pay to get on DVD. Rawhead Rex. Georgia Pavlo movie. This and Transmutations he directed for Clive Barker, and he hated both of them, so he directed Hellraiser. Also, he directed a movie called Little Devils, which is fun. I reviewed that one. Underworld Transmutations. This is the other one. Imports from Germany, I believe. Vampires. This is a remake of the Spanish movie, believe it or not. It's alright. I like the original better. Killbillies. This was okay. I liked it until the very ending. Night Patrol. I wanted to check this out because, you know, I had recently rewatched the Blood Diner Blu-ray, and I was like, hey, Jackie Kong. I wonder what Night Patrol is like. Heard the DVD is kind of edited in some way. Rot Gut, don't hate it. Pretty cool movie, actually. Small, contained area. Women's Gut, My Red Guts, Women's Flesh. This is Massacre video movie. That was the trilogy. Tumbling Doll, Flash, and those. They're all coming. Black Past, Olaf Hiddenbach movie, Splatterfest gore. Really fun, I like it. The Barn. This one's actually really cool. I haven't had a chance to play the game, but I watched all the special features, the commentary. Basically, it's a throwback movie, but it's actually pretty cool. These 3 monsters come out on Halloween and hack and slash people. It's got a lot of mythology. It's got a lot of heart. It's got a good look to it. It's got a great soundtrack. Really enjoyed a lot of the movie. It's really ambitious. I do think that some of the moments between set piece to set piece are not perfect, but and the acting and some people are way better than others, but I think it's an awesome movie and I think people should check it out. Hollywood Horror House. I did a review for that one. Pretty cool movie. Not a good DVD release of it, though. Chasing the Muse. I didn't particularly like this doc. Exhibition is pretty cool, though, on there. There's 2 movies. The Congress, and I had a chance to watch this. Also very cheap. Amateur Monster Movie. I'm not sure if I talked about this one yet, but yeah, I reviewed that. Check it out. Cut Her Out. Dirt cheap again. Halloween Hell. Eric Roberts' Halloween Hell. He's a vampire on the back. Why not? Tales from the Cannibal Side. Serial Killer Massacre. You know what? I had actually remember seeing this title years ago. Jimmy and Judy. Look at the sun faded. It was $1, so. Zombie Hamlet. Creature Unknown. Your Pretty Faces Going to Hell. Love this show. Really funny stuff. Henry Zabrowski's the man. Check out Last Podcast on the Left and all their other podcasts on Cave Comedy Radio. I love their stuff. Keeps me entertained at work. Teeth and Blood. You Are Not Alone. Ski Wolf. Check this out. I think my friend Wes is in it. So, The Hunt for the BTK Killer. Ravage. These are a lot really cheap. Suburban Nightmare. The Der Samurai DVD. I have the Blu-ray, but it was really cheap. The Return of the Vampire, Bela Lugosi. Day 6. Let me know if these 4 movies are cool. These, what was that? There's like 4 of them. Brain of Blood, this was the Image one. The rest are on Alpha Video still currently. Blow Up. This is actually getting a release on Criterion. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to show. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.